Hey viewers, welcome to another game with Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a jungle Skarner game. And it is played by Zamgitsnibat. Whatever. People make up such ridiculous names. Anyway, he is going up against jungle Lee Sin, which should be interesting. Obviously Lee Sin is way more mobile. But yeah, Skarner can do, well, a lot better ganks in my opinion. Obviously that's only my opinion, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it is going to be interesting to say the least. And we are going to fast forward a little bit. Yeah, I've already seen most of this game and then my software crashed, which doesn't happen a lot. But so yeah, this guy is just completely, yeah, whatever. I really don't understand what he was doing. They saw at least 4 of them coming, and then instead of getting out of there, he just ran in anyway, on his own. And yeah, the Wynasis is definitely yeah, a good one, because I was really asking myself that. And yeah, as you can see, Skarner is now deciding to go for enemy blue, because the whole enemy team is at their blue. And although he doesn't get a leash here, he still has a very easy way to get a blue anyway. And yeah, this Nasus is just blaming the rest of the team because they were 5 versus 5. Yeah, that's not a good argument at all. The enemy team was obviously a lot stronger early game, well, level 1. And yeah, they just completely wrecked them. And they would have never been able to get any of the enemy team, because the enemy team had Rammus, they had an Annie stun, assuming that Annie actually leveled up the stun. Or, well, charged up the stun. I don't think she did, but still, they had Rammus. And yeah, they just had a lot easier way to get the first kill, because they were all in the bush and there was no vision from this blue team. All in all, Nasus just making a horrible mistake, placing them immediately behind. Unfortunately, Ziggs picks up the second kill. Obviously first blood with the checking the blue here to see if they left anything. And fortunately they did not. You should always leave one of the small minions if you can, but yeah, well, if you cannot, it's not a huge problem. But it is better to do that, because then the buff will not respawn. And since you really cannot guarantee that you will be able to steal the buff the next time, it is better to just leave one of the minions. The first time you steal it, if you steal it at level 1, obviously with Skarner there's no way he could leave the minions, because he has all AoE attacks and he destroyed the small golems anyway. Oh yeah, going in here. Oh, it's so sad I missed that. But yeah, he was fighting here while Rammus was tower diving this dude. And yeah, they got an easy kill. Rammus had the chance to actually suicide into this turret. Well, not suicide, I guess. Get killed just by the Nasus, and now he gave away like, I don't know how much it was, but something like 200 gold for the assist. And yeah, that gives this Skarner a huge advantage over his counterpart in the enemy jungle. Obviously I should pay a little bit closer attention, because I missed a fight that was happening right on top of my screen. And yeah, well, anyway, we will have a little look here in this lane. Yeah, Nasus just backed off. He has 650 lives, so I don't know why he backed off, but mid lane is a little bit deserted here. Ziggs is coming back, and bottom lane, Yeah, the guys are just trading blows a little, and so far so good, I guess. They're both at relatively high health. So Skarner coming in here for a gank, but it seems to be warded. Either that or they're playing really cautiously, and now you should conclude that it is warded. He does not conclude that. So yeah, Cannon going over here, going to check this bush, missing, so he might think that Skarner is gone, but Skarner is indeed going to go away. So I would say there's a ward in this bush, or close to this bush, maybe here.
An ally has been slain.
Anyhow, we're going to go back to the jungle, and while he's doing this, oh sorry, that was the wrong key. While he's doing this, we're going to have a look at the minions. So first of all, the junglers, that's 18 versus 13, but yeah, we do see the jungler, so he's a little bit ahead, but doesn't really matter. The assist is way more important here, which means that he actually got to do something. And top lane is 13 versus 18, so I don't know how Nasus is actually losing that, but sure. The mid lane is 38 versus... who's mid? Oh, hang on. missing the skill shot there. It is a really difficult skill shot to land, and yeah, this is not going anywhere. They should just focus on the weak one, because Rammus cannot die and Skarner cannot die. So once they go on to this guy, this Lee Sin, they should be able to get a kill. Because Skarner and Rammus both have way too much tankiness to actually die here. And Nasus once again staying in while his while his teammate is actually already out of the fight. He did the same thing at the level 1 fight and almost got killed again. Fortunately, Skarner turned around just in time to make sure that he didn't Nasus didn't die. And they almost got the kill on Lee Sin as well. So Graves apparently not doing too well, because yeah, he's getting killed all the time, or well, stunned all the time by Lux. And yeah, the Scorpion just taking over the top lane for a little bit. Oh, he should stay in for these two minions, because there's no way that this guy is going to be in range. Yeah. Anyhow. Skarner going back, yeah, as I said, he should stay in a little bit longer. You don't want to waste any of that gold and experience, where the jungle will just charge up gold and experience, so it's not a problem. That's why the jungler CS, or minions killed, aren't really comparable, because it depends on when you kill them. So the amount of gold varies with the time in the game, or the time since you last killed them. So giving the blue to Ziggs here, which is excellent, and Ziggs is now 53 to 25. So over double the minions, which is excellent. He is doing a good job. He's 1 kill up, and he is dominating that mid lane. Bottom lane then, 46 to 46 plus 3, but that really doesn't matter. So they're kind of doing the same. And kill wise, yeah, top lane is, I guess, 1 kill ahead, and the mid lane is 1 kill ahead. Whereas the bottom lane also has 1 kill. But he's not actually, yeah, he's, I guess, 1 kill ahead. Yeah, only that was probably the first blood for Cannon, which is a big deal. He only has 1 Doran's Blade, really? Guys, kill this dude, man. He has nothing. Kill him already. There we go. Is he finally going to die? No, not yet. Oh, come on. There we go. Finally. Yeah, that cannon should have died a long time ago. Because he had... Oh, Graves has nothing either. It's 10 minutes into the game. You should have shopped already. And it's not because you cannot live without shopping. It's because you need to get more items than your opponent has. If you have 2 Doran's Blades and he only has 1, there's no way you will lose your lane. So once you shopped and you come back with like 2 Doran's Blades and the boots, there's no way you can lose, and he's going to die here to Dragon. Oh, the clutch heal. No, that's not far enough. Oh my god. That is far enough. Oh, come on. Get this dragon. Smite. There we go. Wow, that was super risky. Yeah, he didn't run far enough back 2 times in a row, or even 3 times, I think. And then, yeah, they had to use the heal and the ultimate from Kayle, but Kayle's ultimate doesn't have a very long cooldown. But still, it is a waste. Obviously, it wasn't necessary to use that. And, yeah, you should really try to avoid that. Obviously, a little bit more tankiness wouldn't go amiss here. And that was actually pure coincidence that we got to see that kill. Nice flash bear. Now, the Timber stun is really powerful on Annie, and yeah, as long as you keep out of range of that, you normally are okay. But yeah, with the flash, it is hard to stay out of range of flash Timbers. But yeah, Annie is really good for that, for getting the easy kills against one champion. Because obviously, if you can stun someone, then it's relatively easy to take them down on your own. And yeah, getting damaged a little bit here by Annie. Fortunately, he doesn't have to stay in, because that would be a problem, because he really couldn't hold that. And bottom lane actually lost the turrets, which means that now everyone is mid lane and they are all going to be taken down here. Or they're all going to try to take down this turret. That's what I want. Because there's no way you can defend against 4 champions with just the 1. But apparently they backed off, and they didn't just annihilate this this wave and went in for the turret. Don't know why. That would have been a good thing with the Annie W and the Lux ultimate. They would have been able to annihilate that wave immediately. And meanwhile, yeah, we see Nasus just getting out of that, it seems. And an easy kill. Yeah, Nasus really low. He got well, really low, and he got tower dove and, well, stayed alive, which is excellent, and that made his kill possible. So once again, snare going down on this guy with a stun, and now another stun, and yeah, there's really no way for him to escape. If you're playing Ziggs, if you're playing any, or virtually any AP character, then you should really stay away from that. Don't know why he was chasing Tibber so much. He could just gotten the whole minion wave, but yeah, well. Anyhow, blue is up, but he soon shouldn't go for blue because Ziggs just died. We have 2 red buffs, which is kinda neat. Yeah, who's going to take this blue now? Because Ziggs is dead. He's probably, yeah, he's now alive, but... Oh, okay. So, taking the blue off and not using it to actually jungle? Don't know why he went back here, but okay, sure. Going for Heart of Gold, which is fine. Already had the Sheen. machine helps out quite a lot with your damage, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a major damage item. It's good for someone like Skarner, but it's not a major damage item because it doesn't really add AD, so your basic attacks still don't do additional damage. But I guess the extra AP and the extra mana also help out. And really, I don't think he needed the blue buff there. He should have given that to Ziggs. Ziggs, who has a lot more damage when he can get the cooldown reduction and the mana regen. But okay, we're just going to continue, and we're going to continue seeing him farm with our Archangel here. I think he's an Archangel. Oh, he didn't use his ultimate. Yeah, well, don't think he would have gotten out of that anyway. But yeah, at least he would have saved Ziggs here. Because they wouldn't be able to go on to Ziggs this quickly. Yeah, well. Whatever, right? No, it's a definite mistake, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a mistake that is very obvious. So, yeah, getting caught here quite a bit, and he does get out of there. He should really get out of that. Oh, that was almost a kill there. And Annie is going to finish him off. No, 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 still alive. And Annie between two turrets now, getting taken down. Oh, baited so hard there. I think that was a 1-for-0 trade all in all. Even though like 3 enemy champions should have died there. This guy's probably still very low, yeah. He's under 200 health, and yeah, another kill there for Ziggs. Ziggs, who is doing a good job. I didn't see where the kill was, but pretty sure he just snuck up on her and killed her somewhere where she was trying to retreat. So, yeah, they may go for dragon here. They could actually easily take it, but once again they have no wards out, which makes it hard to actually spot enemies coming in and trying to steal your dragon. But I guess it's all good, or at least they're willing to risk it, and they are going to get away with it. So 190 gold each, and yeah, free dragons are always good if you don't have to fight for them. And just continuing on. So yeah, we saw Lux over here, but nobody is in that neighborhood, so Lux probably just warded over here. You see Rammus running into that, and Rammus is coming out with his power ball, but doesn't get anything done. Just ran into the minions and nothing happened. Come on, yeah, get him, get him, get him. There we go. Yeah. Easy kill on cannon, and the minefield really well placed here. Because there's no way Rammus can get out. And yeah, that turret was lost anyway. But getting 2 kills out of that is excellent. There was no way they could prevent the turret from going down. But yeah, the Ziggs satchel charge into the ultimate from Skarner was an excellent combination to get that cannon kill. Cannon, who obviously tried to get out, but yeah, really didn't have a chance there. So I think now we're, by the way, this is far beyond the part that I actually saw the first time. But I think we're going to go into a little bit of a farm stage here, because that's what normally happens when one team gets wiped out, like the enemy team just did in the last 2 team fights. Normally they become a lot well, more cautious. And yeah, being more cautious will actually result in more of a farm behavior. So staying together, getting the waves of minions, and not really interesting play. But yeah, I may be wrong. Maybe they go aggressive again, which would be fun for us to watch, of course. But I don't think that will happen. They are going to get one kill and then give a kill back. So that was really not worth it at all. Especially because the guy that actually got the kill gave away the kill. So you give away 300 gold. Oh, this was an excellent sneak from Annie, getting an easy kill there. And they are going to take the kill back. There we go. So it was an unassisted kill for an assisted kill, which is definitely not a good trade. And yeah, Lux dies as well. Skarner gets kicked back, but Skarner was not the problem. Oh, come on, dude. Run already. Yeah, completely just right-clicking his opponent instead of clicking where he wanted to go. Yeah, this Nasus is not a good player to have on your team. I'm really sorry, dude. You really need to work on your game. But yeah, if you right-click someone and they run into a bush, your character will stop running. So you need to right-click where you want to go. And then, if you're in range, you need to right-click your opponent. But you can see easily when they're going to run into a bush. So it's not like it's hard. So Cannon going to get this kill, I'm assuming, here. Oh, yeah, that's a shame that ultimate missed. And as you can see nothing of the effects that are generated by these skills. Couldn't even see the explosion, because that is the way the the League of Legends game works. It only displays the effects that are actually on your screen, and the replay system just records what's on your screen. Well, actually what's in your game. And if the effects never are generated, or were never generated in the original game, they were also never generated in in the replay system, which is kind of a shame. So meanwhile, we see, we saw Skarner just farming up in the bottom lane. And I don't know, something happened there. I thought he hit, but then he didn't hit, so... And once again, Nasus almost getting caught on his own. Well, he did get caught on his own, but... And... Come on, just keep attacking, dude. There we go, getting another kill, and the enemy team may actually have a chance to get away here, but are they going to take it? They're still here, they're still wanting... Oh, the Zig's almost dying here, and the slow going down from Skarner, which is just enough to save the Zigs, and they really should get out of here. Oh, once again, the ultimates from Ziggs coming up. No! Oh, Ziggs way too far forward again. And yeah, fortunately, Nasus does pick up that kill. So in the end, they lost 1, the enemy lost 3, I think. And... Oh, I want to see this. Yeah, I think that was a 1-for-3 trade. It's 19 to 10 now, so it is pretty much over already, because these are reasonably well-matched teams, and once one team is ahead of the other, yeah, it's not like they have the pro skills to... Oh wow, that was a really late ultimate from Kill, and that was really too late. She should have tried to prevent the damage rather than keeping him alive, because then he would have been alive now. If she could prevent the damage that he actually took, instead of trying to put a preventive shield over him, which you should never do. You should always try to prevent the largest chunk of damage, which would have been the 3 tower shots. And then he would have been at 600 life, and yeah, he would have survived that easily, because, well, that last damage was definitely not 600 life worth of damage. I think only Annie can do that kind of damage. And they are going to get some kills here, come on! Oh, the enemy team picking up 2 there, and fortunately one of them... Oh, they pick up 1 kill as well. So, but now Skarner is here with 3 enemy champions and a bear. And the bear is going to take down some of the turrets. The turret, well, takes down the bear eventually. But yeah, there's nothing better he can do. He just has to harass them a bit and try to prevent them from taking down the turret. But he waited for Graves to come here, and with Graves they had a pretty decent amount of damage, and yeah, they actually took out 1, so that's a good trade. So in the end, I think there was a 2 for 2 or 3 for 2 trade for the opponents. I don't know whether they killed 2 or 3. Oh, I should be able to see that here. It's oh, actually 4. Wow. I think it was 19 to 10, and now so they made a 2 for 4 trade. That's a pretty big deal. Anyhow, we're going to continue on. Yeah, the blue buff is going to Ziggs this time, which is a good thing. Taking it out with the satchel charge there. And yeah, just picking up some more gold and experience in the jungle. As long as she's level 14, he should really try to farm to at least level 16. Because then you get your last level in ultimate. So apparently Crystal Slash and Fracture are the ones to level up, and then the Exoskeleton is the one that's not leveled up. Not sure of the entire level up thing, but yeah, well, if you want to know, just post a question. I know it will be answered by someone, because someone actually paid attention. No, I probably scrolled over it at least once during the game, and you can see which one he leveled up first. Yeah, there's a difference between jungle Skarner and oh wow, that cannon, man. Yeah, there's a difference between jungle Skarner and regular Skarner, so laning Skarner, I guess, in what you level up, because the shield is much more important when you're laning. And I think this one is the shield, yeah. So the shield is not really important in the jungle, but in the laning phase you can prevent a lot of damage with it, and this turret is going to go down. And yeah, I think there's not a whole lot that he can do about this. Actually trying to ult him, but yeah, that wasn't going anywhere. That was kind of a waste of the ult, but yeah, well, you have to try something. And yeah, since Rammus doesn't take a lot of damage from towers, it's not really a big deal that he takes like 2 tower shots. Oh, he's full armor. Well, except for the Force of Nature, I guess. But that means that Graves and Skarner cannot really damage him at all, and it's going to take them forever to do this. They should have Ziggs just launch some missiles at him, and he will die instantly. And yeah, they are going to kill him here. Flash coming out from Annie, and then flash from Skarner as well. But yeah, the ultimates from Annie not really damaging him that much. He does have a little bit of magic resist, 100, which is not really a little bit. I thought it was less. 25 from this. No, just that I thought the other things don't have magic resist. So 25 must be from his runes and masteries. Yeah, well, so far so good. They are going to try to hold off this middle push now, but I think the enemy is going for Baron. And yeah, this lane is pushing up a little bit, so someone should probably pick that up. And Graves is indeed coming over there. And yeah, just going to pick up the farm here. I think the enemy team is... Oh, they didn't go. So, what are they doing then? Oh, enemy ward just timed out. Nobody saw that, obviously, because you don't pay attention to that. But it does mean that they no longer have vision over this. And yeah, Cannon using his ultimate there on one champion. That is really not what you want to do. He gets nuked down immediately. Unfortunately, Kill and Nessus also go down pretty low. Well, Kill already dead, obviously. Ness is almost dead, and he is going to get out of this. No, he might still make it out. Yes, he is going to make it out. Wow. Excellent. Meantime, Skarner just chasing down the last guy. Doing a good job in controlling that team fight. And yeah, they could go for Baron here. Although I'm not sure whether they have enough damage without, well, without Graves. And yeah, can I see how much extra damage he has? Nope, I cannot. So he may have an incredible amount of damage on his Q. He may also have no damage at all on his Q, but I cannot see that, unfortunately. So yeah, you don't have to run all the way out of Baron. Baron doesn't focus you all the way. It attacks. It can switch targets between each attack, so you can. It always attacks the guy closest to it. Oh, this is risky. And they did get it. I think the smite took it. But it still was a very risky thing to do. It always was, because they had no wards out. But they get a 2-for-2 trade here, I think, so far. 2 for 1? Really? Yeah, they only took out 1. Anyhow, yeah, that definitely wasn't the best decision to do this without wards. Because they got focused by the whole enemy team. Yeah, so I don't know who said pushed bot, Graves. So Graves just took out a few minions, and that's what he calls I pushed bot. He didn't take out any turrets, he didn't do anything really. He took out a few minions. But yeah, had he been in the team fight, they would have easily won that. And now they traded 2-for-1 kills and, well, got the Baron out of that. But could have been a 5-for-1 trade probably. And come on, kill him! No, Kale's going to die. Kale thinking that she's invulnerable. But that only works when you have your ultimate on. That was unfortunate. Nobody was there. So, Nass is now becoming the beast that he always is late game. And really, if you want to have a champion that you can carry with, but you're not like the best player ever, then Nass would probably be your champion of choice. It's not that he doesn't require skill, but you can get away with having less skill than your opponents, as long as you can farm with him. So you need to be able to farm up your Q to get a lot of last hits with that. But you can play him as a jungler, which is fine. Then you can level up or take the last hits with your Q quite easily. And yeah, they give the red buff to, or rather Graves takes the red buff. Which is unfortunate, because it should have gone to Nasus, because Nasus then yeah, Dan has a much better chance of getting kills. And Nessus is really, yeah, he's up to 12 kills now, which is, yeah, it's awesome. I mean, getting him fed. You really don't need anything on Nessus, by the way, in case you've never seen it. He doesn't have any damage items. You should go Sheen on him. I mean, Sheen just adds so much damage to his Q. So once you use his Q, it will do 50% more damage with Sheen, and that is well worth it. No question about it. And then you can either build that into Triforce later on, or just leave it. I personally like to leave it at that until it is like your last thing to level up, because I don't really like Trinity Force. I like the anti-freak. I only jungle junglers, and I don't like Trinity Force. Anyhow, yeah, we will see them pushing mid now, and it's 30 to 19, so it should be quite obvious they are going to win this. And yeah, well, I'm not actually sure why they are, yeah, doubting so much whether they can win. By the way, I didn't take a Baron timer, so I'm not sure when it will come up, but since nobody has Baron anymore, either they all died or it's up within 3 minutes. Because once Baron dies, so once the Baron buff expires, you have 3 minutes before the next Baron, because, well, it's 7 minutes respawn time and the Baron buff lasts 4 minutes. So even if you don't have the Baron timer as an enemy team, you can still see the Baron or get the Baron timer from that moment. And you can, yeah, you can normally see that pretty well, because most people will try to push the lanes with the Baron buff, and you can see most of the time the second that it falls off, so that it that they lose it. And otherwise you still have a pretty decent estimate. So Lux, yeah, trying to do quite a bit of harassment, and even though she's 0 and 6, she still does quite a bit of damage. So this Ziggs is in some trouble. Oh, nice! That was a really, really nice satchel charge. Launching back his opponent and launching himself forward, saving himself. And Skarner is just, yeah, just controlling this team fight. That is excellent. And that was definitely not luck from this dude, from Ziggs. So yeah, the Skarner Q, no, not the Skarner Q, the Nessus Q also works on towers, by the way. So if you get Sheen, Sheen also works on towers. So you can do a lot of damage with that. And yeah, in case you were wondering, you should never go either attack damage or attack ability power on Nessus. It is just not good. You can go, however, with cooldown reduction. So going tanky items with cooldown reduction is a really good idea. And this is, yeah, how you play Skarner. Didn't really have a lot to comment on that, because it was quite obvious that he was virtually unkillable, especially in the late game. And yeah, nicely played. Apparently we don't get a victory screen, because they didn't really win, of course. They just destroyed the Nexus. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.